Hey everybody, hi, welcome. Thanks so much for joining me and my furry sidekicks for another video. This one has been long in coming. Back in April, I asked you what you wanted to know about me. So what do you want to know? And so many of you gave me questions. I have pages of them here. I tried to organize them as best that I could, and you can see I'm in a different location. I am coming to you from my closet. Yes, I said my closet. It is still not in great shape, but I didn't want to delay this video any longer. Zizi, you want to say hi before you go? All right, I'm sure you'll see them at some point, some other point during this video. So yes, I'm in my closet filming this because I'm hoping to be able to show it to you, but I ask that you do not judge me. I have loved clothes since I knew what clothes were, but I only have this one closet. This is my closet, and this is the problem because it's not as organized as I would like it to be. So I had to move stuff to even make this area clean enough for me to be able to film for you. All right, and for most of the talking part of this video, because I'm going to answer all of your questions, you're not going to get to see a whole lot, but we're going to move the camera out and I will show you more of my closet. I'll show you most of my closet. There's a few messy spots we're going to skip past, if that's okay. All right, so as I said, back in April, so many of you replied to my video and sent all kinds of questions. I tried to break them into sections like personal family questions. There was fashion and beauty subscription box questions. There was a lot about my job and other questions. So let's just dig right in and see what you wanted to know. All right. I love this one as a first question, and is, are you a coffee or a tea drinker? I am a tea drinker. I brought my tea with me because I'm figuring I'm going to need it. This is probably more talking than I'm ever going to do in a video ever again. I love tea. I love all tea. I love green tea. I love white tea. I love black tea. I love chai tea. I love it all. I love it hot. I love it cold. I drink it probably way too much and all the time. Coffee, I only like if it does not taste like coffee. So if I were to go to Starbucks and order a coffee, it would go something like this. It would be a venti white mocha raspberry latte. Right. It won't taste much like coffee. If you haven't tried that though, it is incredibly good. I do get it with the non-fat milk. Makes me feel a little bit better. Okay. But I like sweet tea, so you'd think I was from the South. But my favorite is sweet tea. I love it sweet. All right, next. What are your favorite shows that you and your husband watch together when you are relaxing? Well, I love this one. My husband and I used to watch a lot of TV together, but as the years have passed, so has our taste. I tend to watch, I like comedy. I don't like anything too heavy anymore. I got too much in life going on that I don't like to spend my time watching anything that's too heavy on television. And he likes sports. He'll watch any sports. Well, most sports. I don't think I've ever really seen him watch basketball that much, but he watches most other sports. So, and I have no desire to watch sports. So we tend to relax in the evenings in our own corner. If we are going to watch something together, it's probably along the lines of a makeover, a home makeover type show. Those we'll watch together. Or he loves that Dr. Pimple Popper, and I will sometimes get dragged into watching that with him. Or like The Botched, he'll watch those, and sometimes I'll watch those with him. Okay. Next one is, your nails are always so pretty, and it seems every video they're a different color. I love it. Do you do your own manicures also? Do you use a gel polish, or are your nails press on? Okay, so I get my nails done every other week, so every 2 weeks. So I appreciate that you think they look different every time I do a video, but they are not. It's every 2 weeks. My nails are acrylic, so I started getting acrylic when my nails started to break after my son was born, because up to that point I had awesome nails. But once he was born, apparently he took my nails with him, and I started getting acrylic nails. And then most recently, in fact, right before the pandemic, I just started putting gels on top of my acrylic, which actually allowed my nails to last a really long time through the pandemic. I think they lasted about 7.5 weeks before they started to fall off or I had to take them off. So I do a gel polish on top of my acrylics. So here's what they look like this week. But I get them done every other week. All right, let's see. Have you ever made a jacket in the right size that you didn't love? Yes, I have sent jackets back. I do love a good jacket. We need them here in Pennsylvania due to the crazy weather that we get, but I have sent jackets back that did fit me. How long have you and Linda been friends? Linda and I have been friends for many, many years. We met through our husbands who used to play softball together, and we have probably now been friends for probably almost 30 years now. Are you my age? Okay. So I very rarely ever talk about age because I don't really like to think about it. Ever since I became a woman of a particular age, as they say, I don't really like to think or talk about it. But I am 51, probably the only time you're ever going to hear me say it. And I think from the person who wrote this, I am around their age. So I think that age is how you feel on the inside. Some days I feel older, some days I feel younger, but in the end, I think you should, especially when it comes to fashion, wear what makes you happy. Do you have any other children than your son who is a senior? Where were you involved in extracurricular activities in school, and did you go to college, and if so, what college? Okay, so I only have one child. He had just graduated, as this question mentioned. He is 18 years old. But yeah, he just graduated. He has a full-time job now, so he's been getting me up bright and early as he goes off to work. In school, I was in extracurricular activities. I like to ski. I like to play tennis. But my parents weren't in a great position to be able to drive me all around, so a lot of these things I couldn't do until I got my own car. I did go to college, and I have a business degree. How does your husband feel about you doing videos and doing a lot of shopping? This one has a bunch of questions in it. So I don't think my husband, I think he's fine with it. I actually was doing them for about 4 months before I even told him about it. And I think he was super surprised, but he's always been supportive. He doesn't want to be in them, but he's always been supportive. And about my shopping, I've been shopping since I met him, so that is nothing new. He knew exactly who I was when when we started dating and when he married me, so I don't think any of that is a big surprise to him. Also, I work very hard, so it's not like I'm spending his money or anything. And the second part of the question is, would you ever move to a warmer place? You seem like a summer person. I am definitely a summer person. I feel like this camera is like messing up. Sorry, guys. I'm definitely a summer person. I always wonder if I would be such a summer person if I lived someplace that was warm all the time. Like, I love, love, love the warm weather, but maybe it's because I only get it 3-4 months out of the entire year, and that's why I love it so much. I would consider moving to a warmer climate, but probably not yet. I have responsibilities here and a job and a child, so I might wait and see where my child ends up and then maybe follow him. Who knows? But it would be nice, I think, to wake up to sunshine and warmth every day. My husband might not like that as much. He likes to be cool. So he probably thinks the perfect temperature is like 68, where I think the perfect temperature is 80. So we're going to have to work through that. All right. Would love a tour of your closet or closet. So you're gonna see my closet here in just a minute. What is your name? Do you have children? Are you married? How big is your closet? All right. So we're covered all those. I think my name's Laura. For those of you that are new to my channel, so glad you're here. Hope you stick around. Yes, I'm married. How and when and why did you get started with YouTube? How did you choose style boxes and subscription boxes as your channel? That's the first part of this question. So it really is quite interesting how I started my channel, but I started it thinking it wouldn't go anywhere, and that I wouldn't still be doing it here 3 years later. But I wanted to get better at speaking sort of in public, even though this isn't really in public, but I know that people will be watching it, right? And also to get better at ad-libbing, because you don't have a script to read. You don't know exactly what you're going to say. And I love subscription boxes. So I thought I would do something that I loved and thought it'd be easier to talk to. I thought it would help me at work because I do have to speak in front of varying sizes of groups, and I struggle with it and I don't like it, and it's very uncomfortable for me. So I was hoping that this would be a way that would allow me to work into getting better at that. I can't say that it's it's really helped me with that, maybe a smidge. So I'm still working on it, but I still am working on my videos as well, always trying to get better, always taking any feedback you all give me and trying to make each and every video better. The second part, well, the subscription boxes, like I said, I love them. I've always loved clothes. I love the idea of getting that box in the mail and the surprise, and hopefully you're going to love it. Maybe you won't, but trying on things that you probably wouldn't have picked for yourself and being surprised. So I loved all of that. It says, how did you become interested and so good at styling in general? Well, first of all, thank you for thinking I'm good at styling. So I love that. But I have been interested in style and fashion and beauty for as long as I can remember. I used to get all the magazines. I used to watch all the shows. So it's pretty much been for as long as I can remember. So I'd probably say tween years. And it says, and please let us know the secret to how sculpted your amazing how sculpted your amazing abs and what you do to maintain them. So another thank you, thank you, thank you. I do have another section on what I do for workouts, so we'll get to that in just a minute. All right, so I'd like to know how you met your husband, how many years you've been married. I've been married for 26 years. I met my husband at my first place of employment, kind of. We'd run into each other. I used to work at McDonald's, my very first job, at 16 years old. And he used to come there a lot. And then he first started talking to me was an under 21 nightclub at the time. And the rest is history. Have you always lived in PA? Yes, I have always lived in PA. I would love to know how you organize your closet. We're going to get to that. I don't know if it's going to seem that organized to you, but believe it or not, I pretty much know where everything is. I wondered what you do and if you were online a lot even before the pandemic, or is that a big shift for you professionally? Also, did you grow up on the East Coast? Nutrition and exercise, I believe, are the same age. Okay. So we'll talk about nutrition a little bit. We'll also talk about my job. I do spend a lot of time online before this, maybe not anywhere near as much. I like to read. So I pretty much have not gotten to read as much since I started to do my videos. I've kind of given that up. And we'll talk a little bit more about nutrition and exercise in just a little bit. I want to know how you keep your energy up to work and shop. Even online takes time. That's very true. And to make the videos and have a family, I get exhausted thinking about it, but I used to have tons of energy. Have you always been teeny tiny? I have been very fortunate. My size has not fluctuated that much, although things shift as you get older, unfortunately. So I have had to adjust to some things, as some things don't fit the same. But as far as sizes and what I wear, I've pretty much worn the same size my whole life. So I do consider myself incredibly fortunate. Let's see, what was the first part of that? How to keep my energy up. I work a lot. I work a lot for my first job, and I work a lot with this YouTube, and I keep busy a lot. My son was younger. He used to be in all kinds of activities. I was always running him places. He used to play hockey. We would be at games and practices 3, 4, 5 nights a week. And we were always running and doing something. So I do believe that I'm just wired, that I always feel like I need to be doing something. I was off my first job this week, and I've been busy every day. And I feel like I just always have to be getting something done. But I get tired too. So and sometimes I don't recognize it when I'm tired and I don't stop soon enough. And then I pay the price, right? So that comes in the form of not feeling well and headaches. And sometimes you'll hear me say that during my outfit of the day it's not because I'm sick, it's because I wore myself out a bit and I just need to recoup. Do I have any siblings? I do not. Where are you from originally? So we talked about that. I've always been from PA, and yes, I feel like I've always been a fashionista. That's the second part of that question. How many closets do you have for your clothes? I have one. I have a little tiny bit of carryover in the room that I usually film in, but it just have a few coats in there. My husband, for the most part, has his stuff in there. Where is your favorite vacation spot, or where would you like to go on a vacation that you have not been? So my very favorite vacation spot is anywhere there is a beach. I'm all about toes in the sand, sun on my face, relaxation. I love hearing the ocean sounds, the birds, all of it. I love it all. Right now, I would love to go to Greece. I've never been there, and it just looks so beautiful. So that would be a place I'd like to go. I've never been. Does your husband and son have your love of fashion? My husband, no. My son, a bit. So my son loves like tennis shoes and name brand clothing, but he's a bit on the more rugged side. So he doesn't dress up. It's more of a casual laid back look than it is a dressed up look. I hope that makes sense. What's your favorite ethnic food? We love Mexican, Italian, and Chinese. I love all of those as well. And this person wrote in that order. I probably like Italian the best, but I do love a good Taco Tuesday. And I do love Chinese as well. So those are all probably rank up there as my favorites also. I can't think of another one that we're missing. And those tend to be the ones that when we eat out, we go to one of those three. What are your personal favorite boxes? What do you think the best value boxes are? Whether it's cost effective or a great discount if you keep more items, are you going to do more non-fashion boxes? Okay. My very favorite boxes are for Style and Clothing is Transcend. I think you guys know that. I absolutely love that box. I think it's because their styles just tend to resonate better with me, but it is expensive. It is a pricey box, and as much as I love it, I wish I didn't because it's very expensive and takes up a good bit of my budget. I also love Oceanista. It's just an amazing lifestyle subscription. I think it is just perfect for that beach girl, which, as I said, I really am. What else? I do think that from a budget perspective, if you're looking for something that isn't going to break the bank, probably, Transcend isn't going to do it. They only give you a 10% discount if you keep 4 or more items. So if you're looking for a box that does more like that, then you almost want to go with the tiered subscription boxes that give you the tiered discount models, such as Natalie Attired or Fashion, that'll give you 30% off if you keep all 5 or all of the items, right? And if you only keep 3, they still give you a discount, and I love that. So it gives you a bit more flexibility. Both of those subscriptions also tend to have better price points on the clothing items. And they're also really great subscription boxes. And am I going to do more non-fashion boxes? I do try to mix it up as much as I possibly can. So if I see something that I think would resonate with me, then I would share it with you. Some companies do reach out to me, but I don't partner with everyone that reaches out to me. In fact, I say no to more than I say yes to. So it has to be something that I think that you all will enjoy and that I feel that I can connect with. Where do you store all your clothes, and do you sell on Poshmark? My clothes are here in my closet in some form or fashion, which you're going to see a little bit of. And do I sell on Poshmark? Yes, I do. And I always put my Poshmark account at the in the description box of my videos. How many shoes do you have, and which ones are your favorite? I do not count my shoes. I probably have too many because it's, my shoe size does not change, and I like to switch up my shoes. I don't like to wear the same shoes all the time, even though I know sometimes as the seasons go, I tend to show you a lot of the same, simply because I haven't been going that many places lately. But I do have quite a few pairs of shoes. Let's see. I have noticed quite a change in your videos when you first started. Did someone coach you on it? Well, that's a good question, and I love it. So first of all, everything that I have done on my own. So I have been teaching myself along the way. So I learn from when I can. I try to watch other YouTubers that I really like and try to learn from them. I learn from the feedback that you all give me. I learn from how many likes and dislikes and just in general how you all react to the videos that I put out there. I have done I think it's over 900 videos now, so you would hope that I would have learned in the last few years, but I still think that I can do so much better. But I love this question and that you feel that someone could have coached me, because that makes me feel really amazing. So thank you. But no. All right, so I'm sorry, some of these are reading and they're duplicative, so I'm trying to skip over those. Do I purge my clothes and accessories in my closet often? I do it at least twice a year. I do it. I've been actually going through an exercise lately and doing it a little bit by little bit. But yes, I don't have an issue with getting rid of clothes, and I try to do it on a regular basis. So at least every season. So think spring, summer, and then fall, winter. If you read books for pleasure, who is your favorite author? So I love to read books for fun. I don't always get time, and I tend to do that more on vacation. I love Janet Evanovich. She is such a great author. I love the Plum series. That is one of my very favorite series. If you haven't read it and you like a good dramedy, I think you would really enjoy her books. And she writes them all in order, so they are all numbered: 1 for the money, 2 for the dough, 3 to get deadly, 4 to score, I think is how it goes. But she's up in the 20s now, and her books just have me laughing out loud. They're awesome. What products do you use to shampoo and style your hair? So right now I am using Paul Mitchell's shampoo and conditioner, but I do try to, and I use moisture. I use shampoo and conditioner that adds moisture to my hair, because my hair tends to be dry because it's super fine. And then for styling, I use lightweight products that are going to take the frizz out for the most part, and a little bit that add volume. Do you have a second house to store your clothes? I do not. And what's your day job, which we're going to get to in just a minute here. Okay, so someone said once, I believe you referred to your mother's cancer battle. If correct, how is she doing, and what became the little kitty rescue attempt? Also, how do you bear returning so many beautiful clothing items? All right, so those are 3 completely different topics. My mom has battled cancer for much of her life, at least the last probably 20 years. And she's doing fine right now, but it's a constant watch, and she has some side effects from all of it that she deals with, but my mom's really strong and always positive. So she's doing really good right now. The kitty that we tried to save passed away shortly. The poor baby didn't last but a week. We tried really hard, but she just didn't make it, and it was really terrible. And how do I bear returning so many beautiful clothing items? Yeah, I know. I do return so many of them, and they are quite gorgeous, but I also keep a lot, or at least I have a lot, because I love to shop, which you're going to see, and probably, as I said, don't judge me. So I love clothing. It's just what makes me happy and brings me joy each day, because I feel like if you start your day feeling good, dress in something that just makes you happy, then the rest of your day is going to be good, right? At least you can start out strong. And that's how I look at it. So, but I also know I can't keep everything, and not everything fits exactly right, and there will be another box. So I'm okay. Once I've set it free and let it go, I forget about it. All right. Let's see. I love watching the sidekicks every day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tell us more about your husband. Maybe tell us if he's willing to do a guy's Stitch Fix box. No. I even tried to get my son to do it, because he wanted to get a Stitch Fix box, but he wouldn't do it on video for me. I said, well, what if we cut off your head? He was like, no. So yeah, he is completely camera shy. That's awesome. So thank you. She said, I feel like I see you daily and would love to know more about you. So thank you so much. But my husband works full time. He also has a second job where he welds on the side. So he's very, very busy as well. Both of us are just, I don't know. We'll call it workaholics. It's crazy. Let's see. All right, so this one asked me how I got started in YouTube, which we already covered. But it said, will you branch out to travel, vacation, or some other interest? So I did do a couple videos where I took my son away for a weekend getaway, and I filmed it. So I filmed a little, it was like a Airbnb type place that we stayed in. It was a really nice little condo. I loved it. It was really nice. I did share that. It was probably a couple years ago now, I think, but I'm sure that video is still out there. I think I called it Mountain Getaway or something. I did do that one. I don't know if it got a ton of views because I think it's really outside of the genre of my typical videos, but it was a lot of fun. I would probably consider it, but I think those are more fun if I can get more people to participate in them. And since my family doesn't want to do it, it would have to be friends. So I'd have to think about that one. All right, let's see. What are some of your other hobbies and passions? All right, well, obviously, you know, clothes. I do love to travel. I do love to read. I do love my swimming pool. I like to spend just a relaxing day just floating in my pool. That makes me very happy. I do love to go on date night with my husband. I do love to spend some time with my son. Right before the pandemic, we got to go to New York City for a weekend, just my son and I, and that was fabulous because typically he doesn't want to just go with, you know, his mom. He wants to always go with friends and me and my husband. But that was really great. So I do love to travel. I love spending time with the sidekicks who are now on the other side of the camera right now because they're like, why am I stuck in here? Because I actually have them like barricaded in here right now with stuff, which I'm not showing you. All right. How did you meet Linda? We went over that. And what was my style in high school? Yeah, it's whatever the latest trends were. I love the latest trends. Whatever's in, I want to wear it. What would be your favorite place or country to travel? Yeah, you know what? I love to travel in general. So I would be willing to pretty much try anywhere. I don't know if I'd pick a favorite place. If I was truly going to relax, then I would probably pick a Caribbean place. But I still would love to travel more in Europe and see any place that I haven't been to before. You talk about going out to breakfast and lunch with friends. What is your favorite breakfast and lunch order? Well, I like breakfast. I love French toast, and I just love like scrambled eggs and extra, extra crispy bacon. Those are probably my favorites. Who are Wyatt and Xena closest to in your home? So I do have a section down below to talk about Wyatt and Xena, but Wyatt is closest to me, and Xena loves everybody, but she loves to spend time with my husband because he tends to lay down and just relax and watch TV, and that's where Xena likes to be. She wants to be laying down. All right, what does your family think of your many videos and love of clothes? Yeah, I don't think they think anything of it, and I don't think they watch. I know my son doesn't. I'm pretty sure my husband doesn't either, and my husband and my son both know I love clothes, so they don't even pay attention to all the many boxes that show up at the door anymore. Who inspires you? Favorite music and exercise routine? I get inspiration from many, many people from all different reasons, right? So I get inspiration from my husband. I get inspiration from my son, from my parents, from my coworkers, from my best friends, pretty much from the people around me. I get inspiration, and I'm amazed by the strength of people, the ability to adapt. It's amazing what I've seen throughout the pandemic. I'm inspired from all of you, which is going to make me teary. Just all the many kind, encouraging words that you guys have all shared with me is inspiration. And I can't talk about it anymore because I'm going to start to cry. My favorite music is probably, believe it or not, like the number one hits. Like I love pop music, but I also love 80s music because that's what I pretty much grew up with, and I like listening to 80s. My exercise routine we'll get to. All right, let's see. My favorite color. I love color. I love bright colors, but my favorite colors are probably going to be pink, purple, and turquoise, depending on whether I'm wearing it, decorating my home with it, or what it's for. But those are probably my favorites. Like, I would not decorate my home in pink, for example, but I would wear it and love it, right? But you've seen my home and you know it's decorated in blues and turquoises, so. All right. Why do I think you look Finnish, if not Scandinavian? I am not. So I believe I am English, Irish, Austrian, and Hungarian, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that's what my ancestry is. Now, I did not do one of those DNA tests, so maybe there's some other stuff in there I don't know about, but I believe that's what I am. All right, so let's talk about the puppies a little bit. This is going to be a long video. I need a drink here. All right, the puppers are asleep and hiding. But Xena is 12. The first question is, how old are the puppies? Xena is 12. She'll be 13 in November. Wyatt is 7. He's going to be 8 in August. I know, right? How long have I had them? I've had them since they were puppies, both of them. Tell us their story. Well, let's see. Xena, I got right after my last Yorkie passed away suddenly. She had congestive heart failure. She was a sweetheart. And my Westie before Wyatt was Mickey. He was my baby. He was my shadow. He did everything with me. He loved me just to no end. He had, he was an amazing dog. And he was really upset when Jasmine, my previous Yorkie, passed away. Like, very upset. He took it really, really hard. And would do things totally out of character. So we decided that Mickey needed a dog, and we got Xena. And Xena loved him immediately. And he didn't usually like any other dogs except for Jasmine at the time, but we had gotten them at the exact same time, the same day, everything. But he took to Xena right away. And then Wyatt, Mickey passed on a Monday. It was a terrible day. It happened to actually be Xena's birthday. She was 5. And my husband got me Wyatt on the Thursday after that, because it was just crushing, just soul crushing. All right. And Wyatt has been doing an amazing job filling that void ever since. All right. Let's go into fashion and beauty box subscriptions. Have either your husband or son tried a box? They have not. What would be your spring, summer, fall, winter essentials? All right, what would be my essentials? My essentials are denim. You need an awesome, awesome pair of denim jeans, as well as a denim jacket. Now, you know I obviously have more than one of those, but I love denim. Love it. Also, you need the perfect t-shirt, right? And whatever your favorite colors are, but I would recommend black and white. I prefer the kind without pockets. You can wear them dressed. You can use them casual. You've got to have an awesome pair of mules. I love an awesome mule for that transition period, but you also want a great wedge for summer, like the cutest summer wedge sandal. And let's see, tank top. You got to have a cute tank top. You have to. And that perfect knit dress that you want to pull out all the time, that you know is going to look great every time you do. And of course, a little black dress. You got to have one of those. And you got to have just like a warm coat that looks super fashionable. So when you put on over top of a t-shirt and jeans, you like look amazing, right? And what other essentials? I'll think of them after I'm done here. There's so many, which is why I have a clothing problem. All right, we're going to keep going, but I'm going to still think about that one. What are 3 of your favorite pieces of your wardrobe? Which I think I kind of just talked about inside that answer to the last question too. Jeans, jean jacket, jackets I love. So if I had to pick specific pieces, I don't know if I could, because I feel like my style like evolves. So the white t-shirt I loved 3 years ago is probably not the same white t-shirt I love today, right? It evolves, but I love a great white t-shirt. I love the perfect knit dress, like a tank style dress that you can throw a jacket on and look dressed up and ready to go to work, or put a jean jacket on, or just wear it as with flip-flops. That's super easy, no fuss, no muss. I also am really loving a clear sandal right now. It goes with everything, and you guys have seen those a lot in my videos recently. So what are my husband and my son's favorite styles on me? I don't know that they care, to be honest. My son doesn't care. My husband loves probably more of a straight leg jean. He likes that instead of the skinnies. But I think he likes it all. I don't know that he has like a really strong opinion. I just know about the jeans that he would prefer a wider leg than a skinny leg. What do you do with so much clothes? Poshmark, donate them. How often do you retire your clothes? So I think I covered most of that. I clean them out twice a year. I donate clothes. I Poshmark clothes. And I do it, as I said, twice a year. How many jackets and pairs of jeans do you own? I don't count them, so I don't really know. Do you watch other subscription box channels? And if so, who? I haven't been able to watch too much lately because I've been so busy. But you guys have seen me collaborate with many others, and I watch all their channels as often as I can because I think they're all amazing women. How often do you purge your closet? Okay. How do you decide what to keep and what to get rid of? Well, first of all, if I haven't worn it for a while, and if I don't think that I'm going to reach for it, or if I've purchased something new that I think I would reach for instead of that other item, then I will get rid of it. That's kind of how I decide. So haven't worn it, would rather wear something else instead of it, not in style anymore, or doesn't fit right. That's usually the 4 things I look at. What makes an outdoor only jacket versus an indoor jacket? An outdoor only jacket would probably be something that feels too bulky to wear inside, right? So it's something that's going to make you too hot when you're inside. So I'm thinking like a heavy fur coat or a puffer jacket, or something that's uncomfortable once you get inside and feels like it's going to be too heavy, right? So I think of those as like the true winter coats. But a jacket that you can wear outdoor or indoor is more like the jean jackets, blazers, the lighter weight pieces. You can wear those as outdoor jackets or indoor jackets. Are jackets your favorite clothing accessory item, or if not, what is? And what are your top 2 or 3 favorite clothing items ever? Can you show? I need to think about that one. I feel like it's more like the jean jackets or things like that, but I don't know that I could pick just one jean jacket to share, one pair of jeans to share, because there's so many styles of jeans that I like. There's, you know, between the straight leg and the wide leg and the skinny jean and the crop, and there's just so many styles that I don't know that I could pick a pair and say, like, I love just this pair. So let me think on that one. And when we're doing the tour, which isn't going to be a great, it's not much of a tour, but when I'm showing you my closet, I'll see if I can think of anything. All right. Next, we're going into the job stuff and other questions here. Oh, the workout. Okay, we'll do that one first. Do you work out? I would like to know how you stay fit. Do you have a workout space in your home? Are you watching what you eat? I'm wondering how much you work out and what your workout is like. So a lot of questions in that general grouping right there. So I do not have a regular workout that I do on a regular basis, right? And I do not have a workout space in my home. I do have an exercise bike that I try to use whenever I can, but it's, again, not regularly. I like to walk. I think I've mentioned that before. My favorite thing is to walk. So I'll try to walk every day for at least a mile. If I can, I'll do more, but a lot of times I can't. So I tend to get up from my desk and then to go walk for half a mile. And then I go back and continue to work. And then at the end of the day, get up and walk for another half mile or more. I do watch what I eat only from the perspective that I weigh myself every single day. So every morning when I get up, I weigh myself. Did it go up? Did it go down? Where's my weight at? And I try to adjust then for that day. So if it went up, I say, okay, well, now I have to eat less today or watch what I'm eating today, right? So not as many heavy carbs, no piece of cake today, don't eat the ice cream today, right? That kind of thing. But I do not drive myself crazy with food because I feel like the more you deprive yourself, the more you want it. At least in my case, that's how it is. I do have some free weights also. My mother-in-law used to always say, you want to make sure that you keep that upper body strength or it's going to come back to get you later. So I have like 3-pound weights that I also use and work out with as often as I can throughout the week. Not heavy exercise or anything like that, but I do try to work out with those as well. I don't know if that's really what you're looking for, but that's what I do. I also I told you I like sweet tea. I tend to drink a lot of it, but I alternate between unsweet and sweet and add sweetener to the unsweet, and then I add water into the rotation as well. So I try to drink as much water as I can. Okay, so lots of questions about my job and what I do for a living. And someone mentioned that I work for Amazon. I do not work for Amazon. I'm sure that would be amazing, but I don't. But I work in HR, and I do work full time. Let's see. It says, I would love to know your profession. I have been curious since it seems you travel in ordinary times for your job. Yeah, I travel a lot during ordinary times because my place of employment is not near me. So I was considered, quote, remote before COVID ever hit. And I would go into the office whenever I needed to be there because I needed to be there for certain meetings. I needed to connect with my team, whatever was needed. So it would be sometimes once a month, sometimes twice, sometimes more. And I would go and stay for as long as I need to. So I see that picking up again. I haven't had to do it now for quite a bit, but I see it picking back up again here soon. All right. It says you work a lot of hours on your YouTube channel from filming, editing, and creating content. How many hours do you spend on this job, and do you also work full time at your other job? I had another question about that too. I want to know how many hours you average in your day job and how many hours a week you spend doing YouTube. Yeah, I work a lot. I probably work, I don't know, I lose track. So probably 60 hours a week on my regular job, and probably on YouTube. I work as necessary, but it's probably 20, 25 or more hours, depending on how many videos I have and how much I want to get done. I try to do most of it on Sundays, but I'll start early in the morning and sometimes go the entire day and try to get most of my videos done. But there's still stuff I do throughout the week as well. In the evenings, there's a lot of prep work that sometimes I have to do, and I do try to film a couple during the week as well if I possibly can, or on Saturdays or Fridays. Generally, that's when it is. Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays is the bulk of the work that gets done for my second job. But there's other things that I do as well, just in preparation for those videos. All right. I think we got to the end of all the questions. The rest look like I'm hitting all on the same topics. I like this one, which I didn't really hit on. It says, do you ever have fun? Because it seems like you work so hard at your day job and then on the weekends for YouTube. Do I ever have fun? Yeah, I have fun. I have fun doing my videos for you all. But I do have fun. Linda and I get together once a week all the time. So she's my therapy. My friend Tracy and I get together every Saturday. So she's my pool buddy. So we'll relax in the pool and have a great and relaxing afternoon. So I try to time it so I have, several hours on Saturday to relax, and I have time on Wednesdays when I meet Linda. But, there's a lot of stuff to get done, and I try to make sure that I get it done. But I have time with my family as well. So my husband and I try to do date night at least once a month here and spend some time doing that. But yeah, you got to make fun, right? It's important to fit that in and make sure you're doing what makes you happy. You can't work all the time, right? All right, I think we did it. I don't know how long this is. I feel like I've been talking forever. So let me show you my closet real quick. I know we've been waiting for me to stop talking so you could see this, right? Okay, let's do it. Okay, so here's where I was just sitting when I was doing all that talking. I want to make sure you saw my little sign at the top. It says life's short, wear cute shoes. So I totally live by that motto. And all right. So this side over here is dresses. All these are dresses, jumpsuits, rompers. I think Wyatt here is my husband coming home from work. So dresses, rompers, jumpsuits, all the things. That's what this whole row is right here. Don't even look up because that's where like my purses are, which I do not have a ton actually. Some of these are just like totes and bags, but that's what that top row is. And then I have scarves and stuff folded that really needs to be cleaned out on that next row. So please don't pay attention to it. So this wall you can see I have, and maybe I don't know if you can, but I have some shoes as well as cardigans, sweaters, tank tops, t-shirts, and more shoes than at the bottom, which you might not be able to see. Move this down. Wyatt's gonna make noise, but yeah, see, this is all like shoes here down at the bottom. So I've been working on cleaning stuff out. As I said, I have no problem. Wyatt, stop. I have no problem cleaning anything out. I will clean anything out and get rid of stuff. I have no issues with that. But that's what this side is, and I know it does not look as neat as it should. I'm still working on it, but that's what is on this side. All right, so I'm going to flip the camera and show you the other side of the closet. Okay, so this is the other side of my closet, and this is my closet. This is it. I'm finally showing it to you all. I know it's not what you expected, and I wish I had it a little prettier, but this is as good as it gets, at least for quite some time now. On my left here is, starting all the way here at the beginning, these are all my long sleeve tops. I do have them color coordinated. Starts with black, goes to gray, and then goes into purples, blues, and then it goes into all the patterns. And then I start with my jackets. So this is all then jackets for the rest of the row. At the bottom, color coded as well, are my short sleeve and sleeveless tops. And then they go into the remainder of my jackets. And this is just a short little section of jackets. It goes into then all cardigans until the end of the row. All right, and then on this side, on the bottom here, I have skirts. And then I have my jean jackets right here. And then I have some more cardigans and some bulkier coats. You can see like the Whoopie style jackets on this side. And then over here, which I think is harder for you guys to see, but it's basically just a rack where I have all my pants. So all different kinds of denim, from crops and straight legs and leggings, as well as shorts, colored patterns, joggers, all that fun stuff is then over here at the end when you first walk in the door. Okay, and then I almost did forget to mention that I have shoes. All my shoes are kind of along here at the top, and then they're all on the bottom as well. So in case you were wondering, where's all my shoes? And sometimes I even have them tucked underneath here too, which I don't know if you can see that, but I do put some of my shoes underneath here as well. And as I showed you on the other side, they were stacked some on those shelves with the sweaters. And that's it. That's my closet. So I do try to keep it organized. I have some things I haven't yet put away, but that's how I keep it organized at the moment. I do tend to shift things around. Some things do get out of sync a little bit as I'm wearing them and jostling things around. So when I do my clean out, I do try to start to fix that as I go. But it all depends on how much time I have, because I do still like to get that clean out done as much as I possibly can. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video today. I hope you enjoyed me answering all of the questions you asked. I hope you enjoyed finally seeing my closet. And thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Please do comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you did enjoy it, please do hit that like button. Hope you hang out with me for the long haul. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. If there's any questions I haven't answered and you want them answered, please do put them down below and I'll try to answer them in the comment box. All right, thanks so much, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.